Hey Lakeshore, it's the Wednesday leading up to Easter, and for those of you who know me, you will not be surprised that we're taking a little jaunt out of Matthew because there's no way I could go a whole week without reading from the Gospel of John. So that's where we're going to go today as a continuation of our Lectio Divina series as we read and pray our way through these stories in preparation for the celebration of Easter. This story comes from John 13, and it's one of my favorite stories from that gospel. Jesus gathers together with his disciples in the upper room the night of his betrayal, and this is what happens, beginning in verse 1. It was just before the Passover festival. Jesus knew that the hour had come for him to leave this world and to go to the Father. Having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end. The evening meal was in progress, and the devil had already prompted Judas, the son of Simon Iscariot, to betray Jesus. Jesus knew that the Father had put all things under his power, and that he had come from God and was returning to God. So he got up from the meal, took off his outer clothing, and wrapped a towel around his waist. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet, drying them with the towel that was wrapped around him. He came to Simon Peter, who said to him, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" Jesus replied, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand." "No," said Peter, "you shall never wash my feet." Jesus answered, "Unless I wash you, you have no part with me." "Then, Lord," Simon Peter replied, "not just my feet, but my hands and my head as well." Jesus answered, "Those who have had a bath need only to wash their feet. Their whole body is clean. And you are clean, though not every one of you." For he knew who was going to betray him, and that is why he said not every one was clean. When he had finished washing their feet, he put on his clothes and returned to his place. "Do you understand what I have done for you?" he asked them. "You call me teacher and Lord, and rightly so, for that is what I am. Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet. I have set you an example that you should do as I have done for you. Very truly I tell you, no servant is greater than his master, nor is a messenger greater than the one who sent him. Now that you know these things, you will be blessed if you do them." So once again, just like we've done the last couple days, I want to challenge you to spend some time today with this text and those 4 questions. What does this text say? What's the story? What's going on? Who's there? Who says what? Who does what? What does the story say to you? What stands out in the story as you read it? What are the things that challenge you? What are the things that really jump out of this text as you read it? What do I want to say to God because of this text? What stood out? Is there some challenge that you'd like to accept? Is there something that you want to repent of? Whatever it is, spend some time praying about this text. What difference does this text make in your life? How should you live because of what we find in this text? We'll be back in Matthew tomorrow with another story from the upper room as we continue to read and pray our way through these stories from Jesus last week in preparation of our celebration of Easter this coming Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow.